Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Steward Health Care, the company that operates Glenwood Regional Medical Center, has filed for bankruptcy. The embattled healthcare network made the announcement today. The company says it's a necessary move and it doesn't expect any interruptions in day-to-day operations. Glenwood Medical Center in West Monroe is one of 33 hospitals the Dallas-based company owns. Reportedly, it owes hundreds of millions of dollars in unpaid rent and has been sued by dozens of vendors who claim they were not paid for supplies. KNOE began investigating last year due to your concerns about the declining status of care. In a statement, the company's CEO says in part that filing for Chapter 11 is in the best interest of patients, physicians, employees, and communities at this time. He blamed the COVID-19 pandemic, declining reimbursement rates, and increasing costs due to inflation as some of the reasons why the company filed for bankruptcy. In response, West Monroe Mayor Stacey Mitchell also released a statement saying her office is monitoring the situation closely to ensure the health and safety of citizens. Head to our website, knoe.com, for all statements and stories about this developing situation.